Hi, I'm Andrew, or Mr. Tallshaw, and this is a quick glimpse into the story from the video Aftermath, the inspiration, and what it all means. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it here. It's only 90 seconds, so go check it out. Thanks to Edemo, my music and story partner. I've been making story videos for a while now, and I find one of the hardest things to do when wanting to create something is having that clear visual story in mind. You can have all the technical knowledge in the world, know the best AI models to use, the best workflows, but without that story, all you have is an incredibly intelligent tool that doesn't know what you want it to do. So Aftermath is at its core a representation of the decay of our fundamental belief system that we have about ourselves and the world. But it's also about the strength to endure that decay, to be reborn with a renewed sense of agency. It's the cycle of death and revival, but not in the mortal sense, the death of ideas and their replacement with new ones. The idea for this video was inspired by another artist who I'm collaborating with. We developed a visual styling for a video that represents an overload of digital noise that leads to a glitching in the human psyche. This idea resonated with me, and I wanted to continue these themes into another video. So in some ways, this is part 2 of that unreleased story, hence the name Aftermath. I just love the idea of connected stories. That one video may seem like it's a self-contained story, but is threaded unexpectedly into another. A lot of what I try to do in these videos is evoke a feeling and emotional response. There are no lyrics, dialogue, or titles trying to force an idea of what this is onto you. There is just music and visuals. The interpretation of the story is yours, the viewer. It gives you ownership, which I quite like. It's raw and unguided. Being only 90 seconds, I used a fairly simple structure. There are effectively 2 parts. The first part represents the decay, and the second part, the rebirth, with a clear escalation point between the two. The payoff or climax happens at the end of the video, which, as you can imagine, is a fairly anti-algorithm and user behavior choice, but it's how I like telling stories. The decay. The visual design that we developed here is purposeful, digital and destructive. The glitches tearing and desyncing people from rationality, the blackening of the eyes indicating a blindness to reason. There's an immediate unease and realization that something is not right. The fear and confusion we see in the eyes as they struggle against themselves. The pain experienced as new ideas take hold and you're ripped, torn apart. The decay itself is visceral, brutal, hard to watch. I wanted the visuals to reflect the pain of altering belief. The rebirth. The visual design here is again purposeful. It's less visceral, more colorful, somewhat more positive. Building from the molecular level, new thoughts are spliced together. The reconstruction of individual ideas separating the millions of signals to stitch back what is hopefully a positive version of what was initially dismantled. We see a shift from dark to bright and colorful eyes, and that last split-second shot, hope, contrasted against the fear and confusion felt in the opening shots. If you managed to watch this far, let me know what you think in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.